Let's stay in the Qatari capital. Luciano Zaccara is an associate professor of Gulf Studies at Qatar University. Really good to have you back with us, Professor. Before I ask you to dissect what's happening, you are in Doha. Did you see any sign of this Israeli attack from where you are?
No, actually, I was outside home. I mean, I was very close to this place half an hour before because I was doing some paperwork in one migration office there. So I was very close to the place that supposedly the explosion took place. But by that time, I was already in another place. So I started to receive messages from other people and requests from media asking about the attack. So in the place I was, I didn't hear anything, but immediately everybody started to share information and to share pictures. And so very quickly, in 15 minutes, we knew what was going on. So it was totally something totally unexpected compared with what happened with Iran in June, that more or less there was a preparation for that because everybody knew that a retaliation was about to happen. This time was totally unexpected, even though in some circles there were rumors about Israel at some point targeting Qatar, but nobody expected that this would happen right now.
Well, that's right, because this is in fact the second time that Israel has attacked Qatar, but this time it's attacked Qatar in its capital, in a very residential area. Can you explain to us what ramifications that this Israeli attack might have, not only on relations between Qatar and Israel, but also the regional dynamic, the fact that Israel has now targeted a major Gulf capital? What implications might this have on Israel's standing in the region?
Well, I mean, at this point, I think that we have to hear the reaction from other GCC states as well. I mean, a direct attack from Israel to one of the capitals, as you said, even though it is not signatory of the Abraham Accords, will necessarily request some strong answer from the other GCC states, the same way that they did when Iran attacked. And considering that Qatar is a mediator with Israel in this conflict. So following what it was said before, I assume that the Qatari role in mediating now in this conflict would be unnecessary. I mean, considering that one of the mediators is one of the parts of this attack is that this conflict is attacking Qatar directly, meaning that they don't trust anymore in the mediation. So what's the point in continuing the mediation effort? But on the other hand, will pose a big challenge now for United States. United States has a base here. When Iran attacked the U.S. base, it was an enemy attacking a U.S. base. But now the country that is attacking Qatar, violating the airspace and the sovereignty of the country, is an ally of the United States. So what is the role of the American base here if it is not protecting Qatar? What is the role of the United States being an ally of Qatar, being Qatar a non-NATO ally in the region, if it cannot be protected from allies of the United States? So I think that many questions now will be raised, and many conversations will be at the high level between U.S. official, Israeli official with the U.S. official, U.S. officials with Qatar officials, and within the GCC context to see to what extent the GCC is not a safe place anymore for countries that they are immersed in conflict that they have nothing to do with the country itself. I mean, because this is the case. Qatar is not part of this conflict. It's a mediator in this conflict. And it has been attacked now 2 times by Iran and by Israel, 2 countries that they are fighting among them.
And Luciano, as our correspondents have been reporting, the Hamas leadership that was targeted in Doha were likely discussing the Trump administration ceasefire proposal. This is the same deal that Donald Trump just days ago had warned Hamas to accept. Could this Israeli attack also be seen as an attempt to thwart any sort of a ceasefire process?
I mean, at this point, and since a long time ago, I discarded any goodwill on the Israeli side regarding the ceasefire. I mean, it is clear that they decided to eliminate as many people as possible, both inside Gaza and outside Gaza. Those who are considered enemies, those who are considered existential threat for Israel will be eliminated one by one, regardless of where they are located. Either they are located in hostile countries like Iran or Syria or Lebanon, to say something, and people that they are located in countries that they are supposedly negotiating or mediating with Israel. So Israel has no control, it's out of control. I don't think even Trump can control what Israeli government is doing right now. And Israel is following their objective of eliminating all the operatives from Hamas wherever they are in order to eliminate the existential threat. And they will continue doing so as far as nobody is saying or nobody is doing anything to stop it. What we see, what is going on in Gaza is a demonstration of that. There is no interest for Israel to do any peace deal now. What's the point? They are winning the military battle. They are emptying the whole city of Gaza. They are vacating the whole Gaza Strip. They are pushing all the Gazan people outside the strip, and they are killing all the members of Hamas wherever they are, without anybody stopping Israel to do so.
As you say, Luciano, Qatar is a key ally of the United States in the region. You pointed out the fact that there is a significant US base in Qatar. If it is found to be the case that Donald Trump gave Israel the green light to launch this attack on Doha, might Qatar be looking to perhaps reassess its relations with the United States?
Of course. The paradoxical situation here is when Iran attacked Qatar, which is an enemy of the United States and Israel, informed in advance, even the United States, about the attack, with enough time for the Americans to empty the whole base, so there was no casualty, there was no harm. But in this case, it's an ally of the U.S. I don't think they informed the U.S., or if they did, the United States, they didn't inform in advance the Qatari government, as it happened with the Iranian case. So the paradox here is that you can trust more in your enemies than in your friends. I'm not talking about Qatar, I'm talking about the U.S., that friends of the U.S. and enemies of the U.S. So now we have to, again, to rethink all the security structure and architecture here in the region, because you cannot trust in your friends more than you can trust in your enemies, which is a very weird situation, which makes Qatar now not as safe country as it was supposed to be 3 months ago. Now we have been attacked by two countries that they are fighting among them, and they are immersed in a conflict in which Qatar is not a part, is just a mediator.
Okay, Luciano Zaccara, we'll leave it there for now. Thank you so much for bringing us your thoughts here on TRT World.